So we have the audio rolling, cameras rolling, and we've got the new light going on right now. So without further ado, let's talk about 2020 goals. What's up guys, Reggie B Photo here and welcome back to the channel. So for those of you who are new, my name is Reggie Ballesteros and I'm a wedding photographer based in the San Francisco Bay Area. So for this video, it's pretty straightforward. I wanted to share with you guys what my goals are for this new year 2020. But before I go into my new goals for 2020, I did want to go and recap kind of my goals from 2019 and kind of baseline to see how I did this past year. To save you a little bit of time, I'm not going to go into the details of every single goal that I had in 2019. If you do want to find out about that, you can check out my 2019 goals video up above or linked down in the description below. In short, I did have a good amount of goals that I kind of dropped off and wasn't really pursuing and kind of didn't follow through all the way to the end of the year. But at the same time, I did have a lot that I was excited that I surpassed, some just barely and some really significantly. So let's talk about that a little bit. So first off, I did have some health goals. I wanted to lose weight. Get down to about 145, and also I did want to start biking a lot more, and the truth is I think I actually gained weight, and as far as biking goes, it was kind of mapped out around me commuting to work using my bike for my day job. But for those of you who follow the channel, I actually did quit my day job in order to stay at home and be a stay-at-home dad, so that commute kind of was non-existent anymore. So as far as business goals go, this is one that I'm really excited about, is that I made the goal to have $50,000 in profit for my photography business, and I'm happy to say that I barely surpassed that, and I got $52,000 in pure profit after accounting for expenses. So that's something that's pretty significant considering that my best gross total revenue from all the years past in my business was $30,000. So I did a $20,000 bump in just profits alone. So that's awesome. I also vowed to not buy any more new gear, and with the exception of converting over to the Godox flashes and buying some stuff for YouTube videos, which I actually did have extra money to go that way, I did pretty good with this goal. And the truth is I made every single purchase with the okay from my wife. I was very good about making sure to ask her permission for any type of purchase that I made for the business, even from a SD card to a battery to something big like the automated slider that I purchased for my Star Wars time-lapse video. So as far as content creation, I did have some goals for 2019 regarding Instagram. I wanted to post every single day on my Instagram, as well as post to my Instagram story every single day. And I was pretty good about that for the beginning of the year, but there are some days that I kind of dropped off. And for the most part, I don't really think it's that important to post every single day at this point, so we're going to do some adjusting in 2020. Another thing too is I wanted to do a backlog of all my blog posts to my website, which I did maybe like 2 to 3 posts, and then kind of dropped off from there just because I was so busy with shooting and creating videos and all that stuff, and pretty much just trying to keep up with all the hectic craziness that is being a stay-at-home dad with 2 toddlers. But when it comes to content creation for YouTube, I can confidently say that I far surpassed these goals that I set for 2019. So my first goal was to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2019, and I actually surpassed 1,000 subscribers the first week of April, and as of to date, which is December 21st today, I have 8,301 subscribers. So that's a lot more than the 1,000 that I was shooting for. And then also I wanted to aim to post a video every other week. So that kind of equates to 26 videos total for the year. After reviewing all the uploads that I did for this year, I was actually able to upload 44 videos this year. So I surpassed that goal as well. So pretty excited about how I did with this YouTube channel in 2019. So I did have some other personal goals. My first personal goal was to listen to a new music album every single week. And I did probably like 3 or 4 albums, and I just kind of dropped off on that and stopped keeping track. I also wanted to start making all the backlog family photo albums for my family, which I never actually found the time to do that. One other thing that I did was I did want to print a photo every week, and I actually did a sort of good job with that. I can show you guys right here. So basically I had this, going already, but the honest truth is my printer broke probably like 2-3 months into the project, and I wasn't able to get enough money to buy a new replacement printer until the past few months or so, and by that time I was already backlogged and didn't want to go through and try to print every single one that I missed. And for the most part, that's pretty much all the highlights of my 2019 goals. So let's get into my new goals for 2020. So for 2019, my mantra was done is better than perfect, which basically kind of came down to me me trying to think a little bit less and start just creating more content, doing more things as far as photography goes, and just kind of putting myself out there without trying to hesitate or research too much. And I think that actually led me to being able to get a lot of traction and a lot of success. But at the same time, I think I actually ended up overworking myself too much to the point that I burnt out a few times during the year. So because of that, as cheesy as it sounds, my new mantra for 2020 is going to be basically to know my worth and to value myself. As creatives, we fall into the tendency to try to accept all types of work that we can out of desperation, sometimes at a lower price point. And when it comes to my photography business, this is my main way to bring home money for my family at this point. So I can't accept any kind of low paying jobs anymore. So that's something for me to kind of know my worth and my value as far as time goes, as far as how my work is valued at, all those kind of things. At the same time, to value myself as far as like not really putting myself 125% into my work, just because I did burn out quite a few times again this year. And you know, when you're taking care of 2 kids throughout the entire day, you're staying late at night to edit videos and photos and waking up very early to edit photos and videos, it's a goal for me to kind of figure out what's worth my time doing as far as like the monotonous tasks, accounting, editing, that kind of thing, and what I want to focus and put my efforts towards too. So essentially, I need to start kind of like working smarter and not working harder. But again, being able to just know my worth as far as myself, my time, my craft, and just kind of value myself and as a human being, as an artist, and also just as a person that wants to give my all to my family above all things. So sometimes business, YouTube, photography can get kind of in the way of all that stuff, and I just need to remember kind of where my priorities are and what I really value at this point. Not sure if that really made any sense, but let's keep going. Alright, so my first goal for 2020 is a personal goal, and it's to listen to 2 audiobooks every month. One business development or kind of like educational audiobook, and one fun, just personal audiobook. So any type of story, autobiography, that kind of thing. I recently discovered Audible and how easy it is to kind of like listen to books while I'm editing or while I'm on those like long 1 hour, 2 hour drives to do client shoots. It's something that I've really been enjoying at this point. So again, yeah, so I want to listen to 2 every single month. So that's going to equate to 24 audiobooks by the end of the year. So as far as YouTube goes, I want to post 1 video every single week and or post 52 videos by the end of the year. I'm just kind of being realistic that there might be some weeks that I'm really busy, so I could kind of catch up with like 2 videos on 1 week if I skip another week. But I'm really hoping that posting a video every single week or posting 52 videos is going to really help this channel get some traction. And along with that, I do want to set a goal to get 50,000 subscribers by the end of this year. And while it sounds a little lofty, by looking at the socialblade.com projections, I should actually be able to hit 50,000 by the end of this year, probably like the first week of January. So it's not that unrealistic if I keep at it and I keep producing the same kind of quality and engaging content that I've been putting out. So crossing my fingers that we hit 50,000 by the end of 2020. And then when it comes to Instagram, I think I'm going to kind of pull back from the posting daily to 3 posts a week. And I want to focus more on the carousel posts. So 3 carousel posts a week, because it seems like you guys been engaged and learning a lot about these like little tutorial posts that I post on Instagram with my editing workflow or my lighting workflow or how I shoot certain shots. So I want to focus more on that because I feel like it's the best way to kind of engage with both my wedding photography clientele as well as you guys, my fellow photography friends out there who want to learn more about photography. And then when it comes down to my Instagram story, I do want to just post on my Instagram story once every day. And this is more to just kind of show you guys more behind the scenes of what I'm doing, when I'm editing, when I'm doing emails, what I'm eating for breakfast. I don't know. Basically, just so you can get a little glimpse into my day-to-day and I can kind of have more of a dialogue with you guys. Because when I share either teasers or prepping my gear before a wedding, a lot of you guys engage with me and it's fun to kind of talk to you guys and answer your questions through DMs on Instagram. So I want to keep that going. So as far as business goals go for my wedding photography and just my photography business, I want to hit $125,000 in gross revenue this year. This year has been my largest grossing year of $68,000 approximately. So I want to pretty much double that. And I think it is a lofty goal, but it's a smart goal because I need to make money for my family. We did a little calculation. I do need to bring home a little bit over $100,000 this year just to kind of recreate the salary that I was getting before I quit quit my engineering job when you account for our taxes and expenses and all that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking that shooting high for $125,000 is going to be a good thing for both me, my family, and just the overall growth of my business. So as far as kind of health goals go, I do want to keep making sure to take care of myself so that I stay healthy, so I live longer and fit to take care of my kids and all that kind of stuff. And my first goal is to drink 125 ounces of water every single day. You know, it's important to stay hydrated. I'm pretty sure no one will disagree with me on that. So I just need to drink more water. 125 ounces of water every single day is my goal. And then as far as fitness goes, I don't want to focus on weight anymore, and I want to focus more on heart health. I honestly, just being transparent with you guys, I have high blood pressure. That's probably because I'm a stress case. I don't know. But I basically want to do cardio for 15 minutes every single day for 5 days a week. So 15 minutes isn't too long, but I want to focus more on high intensity training so I can get a quick workout for my heart. And my main goal though is to get my resting heart rate below 60 beats per minute. Just because again, I have high blood pressure, and the more that I'm cognizant of my blood pressure and my resting heart rate, the better it is for, you know, myself and being there longer for my family. Also, if you think I sound kind of weird, I am currently battling a cold while I record this video. And to kind of going back on that subject of burning out, I already asked my wife it's okay to make this goal, but basically I want to just do one kind of personal day, self-care day a month. So that's basically one day each month that I don't do any work, that I can take some time off to myself where I don't have to take care of kids, just so that I don't kind of burn out. Because I had a few times during this year that I kind of broke down. You know, it's hard to turn off your brain when you have a small business and you're also a parent. You know, more than half the day you're watching your kids and just your brain's always running, making sure they're safe, they're fed, and they're healthy and they're happy. And that other remainder part of the day is just me stressed out about what work I'm not doing, because I am the cornerstone and the backbone of my entire business. So any type of money that's not made is my fault. So again, having my mind going 100% of the time isn't really good for me. So I never really gave myself time to kind of like unwind, because YouTube was my hobby to unwind, and now look at it, it's something that's very serious to me. I need to start learning how to step away from everything totally, just for the sake of myself, my family, and also, you know, to be refreshed, to be able to be creative for my clients and to be creative for you guys. So, you know, I'm hoping I stick to this one. This is a really important one for me, and I think it's going to be the most challenging one for me, because I'm always trying to reach deadlines or to make the next best video, or, you know, take more photos, or, you know, put food on the table and make money for my family. So it's going to be tempting to kind of pass this one up every month, but I think it's going to be important in the long run. And then my last goal is a pretty fun goal, and it's a photography related personal project. So I did mention in a previous video, my 16mm 1.4 video, that I did Lego portraits back in 2013. So I did a Lego minifigure portrait series, and it kind of got, you know, pretty popular. It got picked up by a few photography blogs and design blogs, but this year I specifically asked only for Lego minifigures for Christmas. And my family and all my friends, they delivered, because I got a crap ton of Lego minifigures. So what that means for you guys is that I'm going to pick up the Lego minifigure project again. And for 2020, I want to do a minifigure portrait every single week. So hopefully by the end of the year, I'm going to have 52 portraits. Actually, let's scratch it. I'm going to do 50 portraits. That way I can have like some float and make sure that I don't completely burn out on this project and keep it creative. So yeah, I want to do 50 Lego minifigure portraits this year, so get excited for that, guys. Alright, so thanks to you guys who stuck with me and kind of listened to my spiel about my 2020 goals. You know, this isn't really for you guys to like learn anything, but maybe you can enjoy following me along, checking up on how I'm doing with my goals. But mostly it's for me to kind of put it out in the world. That way I hold myself accountable, and you guys can help hold me accountable. My family and my friends watch this channel too, so you guys keep me accountable for these goals. And I want you guys to let me know down in the comments, what are your goals for 2020? Do you have any photography goals, business goals, personal goals, health goals, you name it? Let me know down in the comments below, and we can kind of talk it through, help support each other along the way in 2020. And yeah, and as always, please be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I make a new Fujifilm or photography video every other week. Oh, actually no, so at this point it's gonna be every week, right? Sorry, that's a habit. So I'm going to be making a new Fujifilm and a photography video every week. And if you want to see more of my photo work as well as some of my workflow and tutorials on photography, go follow me on Instagram at ReggieBPhoto for some new posts on there. Sorry, I'm going to have to work on getting used to this new outro. Alright, that's it for me. Remember to get out, go shoot, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.